Welcome back! In today's video, we're going to continue selecting and preparing collage material that we will use to create our collage creature puppet. We will use natural objects that we collected and our rubbings that we created in our last video. We will also use images from the collage kit that I've created for you with images that I've selected from my own collection. Before we get started today, I will show you how I collect and organize some of my own collage material and how I've used that material in different ways to create my art. I've been doing collage for a couple of years now, and I have a huge collection of magazines and different books and things that probably could have been off to the recycle depot, but I've kept and I cut, and I keep a binder that I have just filled with different things that I've cut out. And sometimes when I want to work, I just go to the binder and pick out shapes that I've already cut out. This fell down. Another thing that I'd like to share with you is when you make something, it's a seed, and it turns into other things, and you don't even know where it's going to lead to. This is a collage that I made. It's a unicorn with a dog man on there. Here you can see some of my collaged characters that I've printed on large sheets of paper and then wheat pasted onto walls in outdoor spaces around my community. I got the idea to enlarge my characters and share them in public spaces like this because at the time my gallery space wasn't open to the public, so I brought the art to the public instead. I used something called wheat paste to stick the images to these walls. Wheat paste is flour, water, and white glue mixed together. It makes sort of a goopy mess, but it works great. These images will wash away from the walls over time. They are not permanent works of art. So, and also this was a collage that I made that has been made into wearable art. So with that is part of my practice in one thing leads to another. So you just have to keep creating and see where things go. For today's activity, you will need the following materials: your rubbings that you made in the last video, your stick from the last video, your natural objects that you collected from the last video, scissors, a glue stick, 8.5 by 11 piece of white cardstock or poster board, 1 per student, masking tape, printed collage kit. This one's in color, this one's in black and white. 2 or more students could potentially share one kit. If the kit is printed in black and white, you can use your pencil crayons or your crayons to add color. And here is some recycled paper for you to use to glue on. And now we're going to head on over to the kit that I made for you, and we're going to make our next steps to make our own collage creature puppet. See you soon. And now we're going to take a look at the collage kit. Here it is. Yours will look something like this. And you're going to be able to go through and pick out interesting little elements. There's ears, eyes, nose, arms. There'll be some bird bodies, some different animal bodies. Because remember, we're making a creature, an imaginary sort of creature, and sometimes the weirder the way that you assemble it, the funnier it is. And we're also going to be incorporating the rubbings that you did, as I've said before, so that will be all come together into being one element, so that we'll have our stick for our backing so we can have our puppet. Here's some images that I already cut out that I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of assembling. And we've got a thicker cardstock that we're going to use that will, after you cut out the images that you want to use for your collage creature, we're going to glue it down on this cardstock with our glue, and then we'll cut it out, and then we'll end up with something like that. If you're able to print your collage kit in color, you can skip over the next step. But if you have printed it in black and white, I want to share with you a way you can add color to the image that I've included. You can also leave the image black and white if you want. It's all okay. Begin by flipping through the kit. Choose images that really stand out for you and that you would like to use for your puppet, your collage creature puppet. Think about picking a body first. I think that I'm going to pick this body and then pick a head. I might pick this head for my creature. There's also a couple little legs in there. So we also want to pick some appendages, which are arms and hands, legs, some lips, some eyes. There's some nose. There's some more little, there's some wings in the back here, fern. Lots of things to pick. The body, now the head, and I picked this head. So then I can start to see what I might do with it. Now, let's see, what kind of legs would look funny? You know, if I wanted to, I could give arms for legs. I can, you know, you can do anything you want. More refined with that. I'm just piecing it together to show you. Think that I like this lip, and I might add a giant ear, because who expects to see a giant ear? And because it's black and white, if you like, you can add color. You've got your pencil crayons or your crayons, and start off kind of light, because you want to be able to see where you're putting your color. Let's see. Yep, that works out really well. I'm making up my own rules here. Ooh, it really makes the teeth pop. So I'll do something like that. You can see that. And I'll probably glue that ear. Might trim that out. And then glue the ear behind. Let's see. You have to play around a little bit with things. And it needs color, so it can stand out a little more. There. So now that we've cut out our shapes from our collage kit, let's take a look at our rubbings. So these are some of our rubbings that you've already done. And we're going to cut out some shapes from that, now that you've decided what parts that you want. Yeah, turn them into parts for your creature. And I think you will have all the elements for your puppet. So you've had time to go through your collage kits and find out some of the creatures that you are attracted to. I went and picked out a couple of things, and I'm going to start to assemble. And here's for my rubbings that I'll probably use for wings. I like to go for things that make me laugh. So I like to put this frog head on here. Don't glue things down right away. Might give the frog some lips. Here's a wing. This looks like it could be another wing. Take your time. I've done this so many times, I'm a lot quicker than you can kind of play around with the legs. I think this little creature should have an arm. And once you like what you have, you can start gluing it down. And if you've got like any moss or something, maybe you could just put a little on there. But I'm going to start gluing this down. I always use my glue stick on a piece of paper that is just sort of a throwaway recycle paper so that things don't get all stuck together. That's just a little trick. And just like that, we have something funny. I am going to finish this off, and then I'm just going to close up our time together, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Here's my creature. I wonder what story they have to tell. There you are, already cut out with a stick and tape on your back. What's your name? Where are you gonna live? What stories are you gonna tell? I'm really looking forward to hearing what your puppets, your collage creature puppets are gonna have to say, where they may end up, if you're going to photograph them by the beach or in your schoolyard or in your classroom. I really enjoyed doing this project with you guys, and I hope you had fun. And I'm going to leave you with a couple of images of my own collage work that has been photographed in various locations in a seaside village that I live. And that's that. Have a great day.